We're playing Rimworld. We're going to start a new colony or something. Yes,
yeah, and for once Billy is controlling,
yes, I'm
which
controlling.
is interesting.
Cassandra Classic, that's a good idea. I don't really want to try hard mode, or easy mode for that matter. I quite like just choosing random characters.
Do you?
Yes.
Right, well, it's up
I
to
just
you,
like
man.
random.
You're playing it.
I don't know. Incapable of... I've got two guys...
As long as they're not incapable, as long as you've got like a decent balance.
Yeah, this one's
things.
incapable of violent, this one's incapable of plant work. I'm just going to roll it until I get people that aren't incapable of something stupid.
You're not gonna go for anything specific.
There we go. Yeah.
You're gonna go for names.
We should name them. We should name them. Okay. Russell Bennett. I don't even know what gender they are, but Russell don't care.
Female.
Sure.
Have you ever met a girl called Russell?
If I met anyone called Russell Bennett.
You're not changing their nicknames, so they're gonna be
Russell Williams Bennett. Just gonna make that Russell Bennett.
Ben with two N's. Yeah.
So what we've got here, we've got Otis the Janitor.
Otis the Janitor, okay.
We're going to change the name to... Who should we have? Who else is good? What was your guy even called in that Evaluate That Wing series?
I don't even remember. It wasn't anything particularly
Quite a lot of guys.
Memorable. That was a long time ago as well, so I don't know how you expect me to remember that. It was the start of the channel. It wasn't even... Like, it literally was right at the start. It was the first video we ever made.
Russell Bennett can be our leader, and we just have two other random guys, so I'll do. So he's actually called Ben. Well, we've got two inventors now.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Sure thing. That was a good idea.
It's a great idea. They're not incapable of anything.
Oh my god, it's loud.
It's loud? I've not even got my headphones in.
It's really loud.
Oh, is there a button
just
to
that
fix
one bit of music was really loud. Anyway.
Okay. So we're going to do manual priorities, because I like doing that. I usually have a firefighter, a doctor, and a warden, and they will have their whatever it happens to be on one. This is my best warden. That'll seems good.
Right.
8, that's 6. Okay, that seems alright. Let's have a constructor. God, nobody is good at constructing.
Are you going to explain what this means to people who haven't seen the game before?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. See, I'm playing, but I'm not used to playing. I don't know how you do all this stuff. See, I know how to play the game, but how do you even explain stuff to people? That's a good point.
Okay, well, this is the list of... it's basically a list of priorities to do with activities. So, at any one point in time, your person's going to be doing something, and whatever has the highest priority is the thing they'll go do first. So if the house is on fire, but there's also a patch of dirt over here, and you probably want to set firefighting to higher than cleaning, because that's more important, generally.
Yes. I mean, the reason that I also have doctoring and warden on one is that people go crazy really easily in this version.
Yeah, I've not played this in a couple months, so I'm a bit behind with the updates, so which is why Billy's playing.
If you leave someone incapacitated in bed or in jail or whatever without feeding them for long enough, they're quite likely to experience a miraculous recovery, which is one of the events that can happen in the game when someone's injured, and go on a mental rampage and start killing your characters, because everybody has a mental level, and when that gets too low, they can give up and leave, go on a murderous rampage, or become dazed and wandering. And in all those states, they're useless and sometimes quite dangerous.
Yeah, definitely dangerous on the murderous rampage.
Yes.
So, what are the rest of the priorities? I know my system, but my system's kind of gone out the window now that there's all these other things to add priorities to.
Yeah.
So how do you usually do it?
What else is this person good at? This person's also good at crafting things. That person can be a grower.
So you're just going by what they're good at, really?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll do what they're good at first before the supply.
Just to explain as well, you probably noticed each character has a load of statistics, and so different characters are good at different things. The lighter the colour of the box is that we're putting numbers in, the better they are at it, generally.
I want quite high research, and also researching their first things.
Yeah, research is important to begin with.
We don't need cleaning for now. I usually use cleaning on force at the start of the game, because with a new colony optimism, being in a dirty environment doesn't really help them much, because there's a variety of different things that affect people's psychology, and I'll show you those quickly. Each person has a set of thoughts that they have, and the only thought they have is new colony optimism, but there's various different things that can affect their psychology, and of course when they go below that line,
They have a mental break and either go on the murderous rampage, the wandering, or the leaving.
And being in darkness, being in an ugly environment, being naked,
eating too much nutrient paste.
yeah, things like this can affect our psychology for the worse, and other things can affect it for the better.
It's fairly common sense most of the time.
Yeah, but some of it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but I
Well,
guess it's
Billy,
just
have you ever eaten nutrient paste? You don't know how bad that shit tastes.
No, I don't know how bad that shit tastes, but I don't know. I think sometimes it feels like I go crazy a little bit too easily.
Yeah, well, as I say, I've not played this newest version yet, so I can't comment on the current balance of things.
Okay, then...
So what kind of house are you thinking of looking at? Are you going to do...
I went underground last time, but that turns out to be really quite overpowered. I don't really know if I want to do that again, because it makes the game really quite too easy.
Yeah. Well,
honest.
it was always the best option in older versions, at least, so...
Yeah, but now it actually makes you immune to one of the main forms of attack that raiders, one of the main enemies of the game... Oh, seems good for now. Raiders can attack you throughout the game, as long as well as various other things, and there's a type of raider that attacks with mortars, and it makes you completely invulnerable to that.
Yeah, living underground, that is.
And it's kind of too overpowered. So I'm making separate stockpiles for things.
Yeah, so these are all different resources that have landed when you crash landed on the planet.
Yeah, we did actually skip past a little storyline there, but to be honest, you've probably either seen our first series or specifically searched up Rimworld, so you probably know that.
Yeah, so basically the story is you've crashed on this planet and you need to survive and then eventually try and escape.
This is a stockpile. Your holders, maybe as a holding priority, which is not enough people actually, will automatically hold stuff to that area.
Yeah.
As you can see, if I unpause it here, they should go and start
Will they
holding
take the other
around.
stuff? Is that food stuff there?
That is
isn't
the
it?
food stockpile. I'm going.
Doesn't it have tons of... Is that stuff food? What's the yellow
That's
stuff?
packaged survival meals.
Oh, okay. That wasn't in the last version that I
That is a
played.
good point, yes. I'm going to have to actually explain what everything is. So, this will be their storage for food right now. I'll make a separate storage for not every single resource, but sort of vague
Groups of
there.
things.
Yeah, that's not what I meant to do.
No, they just added that on.
Yeah, it's kind
You
of
could
awkward
just split it down the
making
middle.
new zones next to each other. Yeah, you sort of have to make it slightly smaller and then grow it from there.
Oh, really?
Kind
I
of
didn't...
Yeah. So that can be metal.
Yeah, so the things that look like stones are mostly stones. The things that look like...
These are silver.
That's silver.
That's silver. And,
That's metal, is it?
this is metal.
And
the
wood is
stockpile.
quite obvious. If you can't tell what the wood is,
You.
you don't know what wood is.
There's probably some kind of problem there.
Yeah.
Metal, you can take... I'm going to make it so they can take uranium and silver as metal as well.
So that's kind
Still
of
metal.
general ores and things.
Yeah. And then... Yeah, so on the right here, it has a list of priorities for us, of things that we need to get people to do. So, the easiest one to do there is to equip weapons. So, 3 weapons will always land with you.
One
when
for
you
each
first come on
person.
the planet. Yes. So I've got seats.
You always
for
start
that
with
thing.
3 people, right? I don't think there's an option to increase that. Even.
No, there is a mod that does it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but
mods are
that's
actually quite a big part of the game.
not a vanilla option,
actually.
it is. Where's the last pistol? Oh, there's a Lee Enfield there.
There is, yes. A Lee Enfield is. It used to be just pistols, I'm pretty sure, but now Lee Enfield sometimes spawn as well.
Yeah,
Oh, and
it's,
here's pistol.
in case you don't know, Lee Enfield used in World War One. It's a rifle, so it's much longer range than the pistol. Usually good to give that to the best gun person. I don't know if you've checked who that
Yeah,
is.
I checked in the character there.
Okay.
So you might see me go into the character menu there, and you can see all the different stats of the character. You have a little backstory as well. This person's a cave world tinder. That changes the stats a bit and comes with a little
And they are
backstory.
a housemate. I don't
Yeah,
know how
not
that,
a
as an adult, kept a house and cared for children. Okay.
There's not incapable of anything, because sometimes their backstory can mean they're not able to do anything. Traits don't actually do anything right now. There's fun little story bits, as it says in the tooltip
So,
there.
just to give an example of the incapabilities, I think vat-grown soldiers are incapable of social,
Yeah.
and cowards or whatever are incapable of combat. There's other things like that.
Yes. And, no, cowards might be incapable of scary as well, or instead of, because scary means you can't fight fires and things like that.
Yeah, there is one. I think it's con artists are incapable of combat.
Yeah.
At least the last time I played it, that was true. I don't know if they
I've not
still
seen any
exist.
con artists since then, but
They might not exist
yeah,
anymore.
There's a lot of different classes,
Yeah.
or backstories. These
Yeah,
different
because there used to be
skills.
only about 8-ish.
Yeah. See a lot of repetition there. There's little fires here to show how interested they are in a particular skill, and they will get better at that skill more quickly if they have a little fire next to it.
Yes,
So,
the burning inspiration. So yeah, the game is currently paused, but you can pause at any point, and that just lets you do things without time passing.
yes, there's time control down here, so you can make normal.
There's also a
slightly
button
faster
for it.
and
Is
even
space
more.
is the button?
Yes, space to slow motion, of course. Got some slow motion there.
That's if you hold it down.
Rapidly switching between pause and playing.
Yeah.
And I've made some growing zones over there, so that's removed another one of those
So
objectives.
what do they grow on the growing zones? They're just generic.
Well,
Is it
you can
potatoes?
actually select. So this one, they are growing potatoes because that is the default. But I can set them to grow, say, strawberries on this one, and they will now grow strawberries on the other.
So do they just can they grow anything? They don't need to find the seeds or anything.
No, they just grow anything.
Okay. Yeah, this is new to me.
Yeah, 'cause before when you played, there was just like food, wasn't there?
Yeah, there literally was just food. But then I did play one update after that where there was still generic food, but I think there was like berries and stuff as well.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly how it worked. But
Goodness,
for a
it's
long
food.
time there was just a generic unit called food.
Yeah, and now the generic food is actually potatoes, been replaced by potatoes, and they use the same icon and everything. So-
Okay, well they did look like
See that in
potatoes to
it. Yeah.
begin with.
So yes, that's
Lumps
another
of
thing
yellow
that's planned.
stuff.
Okay, so we've made a growing zone, made some stockpiles, we colonize beds. So for now, if they need to sleep, I'll place down these 3 sleeping spots on the ground, and they'll just go and sleep there. They're not really beds, but they work for now. And the next objective is to build a room. So we have quite a bit of wood right now, and we are
Oh,
going to...
there's something built up there already.
It is.
That's weird.
Yeah, you do actually get those occasionally spawn on the map. So
Well, we should have a look around the map, see
Yeah.
if there's anything interesting.
There's another house over here.
Yeah,
Um,
not much else, but look at there's
Or
a
else.
geyser, several geysers.
yeah, these can be used to generate electricity.
Geothermal electricity, to be
And-
specific.
There's also some randomly playing music now, which is nice.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
can't hear the music because I've got headphones off because my headphones are
course.
way too loud.
And here's another one.
And I
as well.
can't be bothered adjusting the sound on the computer.
Some type things.
Actually, let's check the headphones again. Yeah, it's ridiculously loud for me for some reason.
Odd. Okay.
Well, no, because these headphones, I've switched to different ones, and they're for some reason way louder than normal headphones, which is problematic for several reasons.
I understand.
There
that.
you go.
Uh,
So now they'll just start, or some of them will just start building the house.
this person seems to be idle. What have they got to do?
Have
Not-
you-
Yeah, I've not given them anything to do.
Okay, well, you
odd,
should
don't know
give
why.
them something to do.
Here, do some of that.
Constructing and repairing.
Can't remember how I was doing the priorities before, so I might have screwed up a bit, but
It's fine.
we'll learn.
We'll get it set up eventually. When the problems present themselves.
You can just sort of, at this stage, you can really just micromanage them, and if they're not doing something, you can change your skills. Because later on, you do end up with quite a few more guys. It becomes a bit more difficult to individually.
Yeah. Are you
in
going to
this
speed it up,
things.
or are we going to watch this at normal speed?
Well, I'm trying to make sure this one's actually working at the moment, but yeah,
They
it's
are working.
seem to be.
They're doing
idling a
something.
bit again. Okay, here we are.
So you're making wooden
Yeah,
walls, wooden floors, and a wooden door.
I actually made a power door because they are stronger, and basically how the different doors work is there's a power door which also needs power to work, but you can open it at the same speed as a wooden door anyway, and it's also stronger. It just
Yeah.
costs metal instead of the
Okay. Yeah, because
wood. that
again,
it
when I
was.
last played it, wood didn't exist, so
Yeah,
this is-
everything was made of metal, even
everything was made.
there's even wood walls.
There was stone stuff,
Yeah,
but wood wasn't there at all. Stone stuff had recently been added.
I possibly should have built the house around their sort of bed areas. guess
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
what
you
I've
can,
done
but you're gonna build new beds, like proper beds, anyway.
now. So here's the orders tab. This is for pretty much anything that doesn't involve building. So I'm going to order them to chop wood
Around the
base,
house,
and,
yeah.
That means we'll have a bit more wood to store it. So wood cutting comes out of plant cutting, of course. So Taya will go and do that.
Yeah,
And they were the one that wasn't building, so that's useful.
yeah, they were doing all the plants earlier. Strawberries and potatoes, a good, good variety.
Yeah. See, they don't actually like eating raw potatoes, but they're fine eating strawberries because
Who cooks strawberries to eat them?
exactly. So, you usually don't like eating raw food, but one of the advantages of strawberries is that you can eat it raw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's in the tooltip somewhere actually. No, that's in the strawberry plant. If I can find a batch of strawberries, I can read the description for that. And
Oh, it's raining. So it will. It does. The game does have kind of weather effects.
Yeah.
It's got rain. There was lightning. Have they added anything else in?
no, rain does put out fires, but it doesn't. Your colonists don't actually mind being out in the rain.
Do they not?
So yeah, no, they're fine.
They seem to mind pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna build some batteries? That seems like the next thing
Yes,
I
let's do
would
that.
suggest.
Okay, no
Because,
there's some idle.
The solar generator will generate power, but it will just disappear over time unless it's stored in a battery, which is what we're building now.
Okay, we need a meal source. So
You want a food
there
paster?
is a food nutrient base dispenser, but there's also the cook stove, and I usually build both because the person with the cooking.
You don't have enough. Oh, I don't know. I said you didn't have enough something there.
Yeah, it lets you put down the blueprint if you don't have enough bait. They just won't build it until they do have enough.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to set whatever miner we might have to, and actually there might be some metal lying around. Go and look for some metal. That's just
Yeah, there's a food thing there, food ration,
oh, so there's. Might as well pick up that.
and there's another one there. There's two there. In fact, there's one hiding behind the
If I zoom out
cactus.
and double click on it, it'll select all of them.
Yeah,
So,
and they'll go pick those up over
Maybe
time.
if I zoom out and then
Double
set my
click.
last bit of metal. Oh, I think it's already been taken.
Oh no,
Okay, well I need to find another bit of metal.
there doesn't seem to be much around.
No, I just have to mine for it. So here's a bit right next to my base actually. Let's go for that.
So, will that just give you generic metal?
Yes.
So silver looks different when you find it.
You can't actually find veins of silver, oddly enough.
So how do you get silver?
You steal it from raiders, or you can trade with trade chips to get silver.
Okay.
It's not actually used as a crafting material, it's basically a replacement of money.
Oh, alright.
Okay, I'm going to deconstruct these sleeping spots here so people actually sleep in the beds inside.
Yeah, because
don't like sleeping outside.
they
at all.
they will take ownership of beds.
Yeah, but if you remove the crappy ones first, otherwise they'll keep thinking they're supposed to be sleeping there.
Yeah.
This new priority, is just coming, and I need to prepare defences because there's raiders coming.
So
In the
that
near
means
future.
turrets, landmines. They took landmines out, didn't they?
Yeah, they're kind of overpowered. There
Yeah,
is
they were really
a
overpowered.
mod that actually comes to the game that adds them in again.
Okay.
But, they don't really count as a mod if you say that, but it's in the mod menu, why not?
You don't have enough metal, but you can place the blueprint anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get two of them on the mining, because there's not much else happening around the place.
Yeah.
Unless two of them already are on the mining, it's a possibility. And you've got a message too.
Oh. The Black Forest people are visiting the colony.
Who's the Black Forest people?
Oh,
Or who
yes,
are the
that's,
Black
that's
Forest
a good
people?
point. There is a factions tab you can access in the overview, and
Oh,
God,
that's new.
I have some hostiles here. Yeah, each person that visits your colony, including raiders, are all from a separate faction, and they actually have separate relations with each other and with you. So, I am enemies with these three, and
You're enemies with the Black... Oh, okay. So you're not actually... Although you've got a negative
yeah, it's
with
kind
the
of
Black
weird.
Forest people, it's not actually hostile.
I think it needs to be below 50.
Minus 50.
Yeah.
Negative 50.
Below 50. So I've got two tribes of enemies with me and a pirate band.
Okay.
So this is interesting, so I've never been enemies with a tribe before, and tribes
Oh.
actually attack you in large numbers,
That's not so great.
and also, but they also have worse weapons. They have like bows and rocks and things.
Also,
Rather than
they are
guns.
more primitive than the raiders.
There's just a lot of them. It's the only thing. Okay, I'm gonna quickly save here actually. Good to keep saving.
Oh. These are all. None of these saves will work
Uh,
because they're from old versions. I love the name Beginning 3 Remember Raiders. I think I must have saved just before raiders were about to arrive or something. Because sometimes you do that, like you save and then you go away and you come back the next day and there's raiders coming. You kind of forget about it,
yeah.
and then the raiders are there and you're like, oh crap, I didn't
Pentecost
remember those at
or-
all.
Make some sandbags for me of that.
Right, so we want to get all this metal so we can build lots of turrets and stuff.
Yeah, and we should be able to show off the combat system soon because this is around about the time the first raider should come. The first raider pretty much always comes by themselves, I mean, I guess if they're from a tribe, there might be a couple of them, actually.
Yeah.
But nothing yet. Oh, here they are, I believe.
No, there's a local squirrel has gone mad.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's going to attack Steve.
Steve, no.
Steve? Okay, Steve is a
nice.
male. Okay. He's still mining, Billy.
Well, he shouldn't be. He should... See, they're supposed to automatically fight back now, but I guess that doesn't work.
It was maybe just a little bit delayed.
Oh, the turret's done, and so is the nutrient base dispenser. So
So,
now...
they basically, what they do, right, is they pump stuff into the nuclear paste thing, and then it turns it into paste, right?
Yes,
But
they put food in the hopper, and then it will, whenever they take a nutrient paste meal out, the food will go into the hopper and be made into the nutrient paste meal.
Paste.
Yes.
Okay, so, but that's more efficient than just eating it by itself. Correct.
Yes. It
Cool.
also doesn't give them as bad a... Well, actually, I don't know if it's more efficient, but it doesn't give them as bad a debuff.
What are you doing? Piping.
Yes.
Or wires.
I'm going to make a geothermal generator to have a much better power source in this single
Yeah,
solar panel.
geothermal generators are very, or at least when I played it, they were very, very good.
Yeah.
One of the best power sources you get.
The best
if
power
not
source.
the best.
Yeah, it was definitely the best then. The best power source now is probably the very expensive
Oh, is there a
ship
nuclear?
generator. Yeah. It's actually designed for ships, but you can use it to power your base as well.
So that's why there's the uranium now, I'm guessing.
Yes, I would imagine that's what it's for. I've never actually gotten that far,
Okay.
if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to make another house just along this wire here. It's probably where most of our buildings are going to end up, to keep any prisoners in that we catch, because of course your prisoners... You can actually capture prisoners from enemy raiders, and that's how you get more players, other than them occasionally just arriving.
Yeah, occasionally people will just arrive, but usually you have to capture prisoners and then convert them to your side.
Yes. Some are easier to convert than others, and when your guys go crazy, you actually have to capture them, and...
Reconvert them.
yes.
I've got a nice little log cabin set up by the look of it.
Yes. Actually, I might want to make the new one out of metal, I don't know.
If you're going to keep prisoners in it, it might be a good idea. Oh, okay. Everyone
Press
knows
down.
that you don't want to stay on this rock for long, but Russell Bennett, being the leader that he is, has suggested that we give the colony a name anyway. So what we're going to call the colony?
Benetown.
Bennetown. Bennetown. Oh, it's a solar flare. So, do you want to explain what that does?
A solar flare, well, it says here, it just...
Knocks out all the electrics.
everything that's electric, which is... Well, I'm glad I've got these berries here, actually, because I can see from these berries... The solar berries, nice to eat even when raw, so they will eat that raw food and not receive any
Yeah.
negative
The
thoughts.
problem is, if the raiders attack now, the turret will be non-functional. Also,
Yeah.
I don't think you've wired... Oh no, you did. You put the turret close enough so it's wired,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I think you might just be able to make out a thin black wire.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think I
I
can
think
see
it's
that.
supposed to have that.
I probably shouldn't lean that close to the microphone.
Yeah. Oh, and it's just come back on again. Okay, we have no trading capacity either. I guess
That's
I'll just...
not so important early game.
Yeah, I don't really have anywhere to put it.
Yeah.
With such a device.
Well, I think this might be a good stopping point for the first episode.
Yeah.
You think so?
Well,
Are we in agreement?
yes, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay, so
Come back next time for
Raiders combat
and
excitement.
excitingness. Excitement, that sounds a lot better than excitingness.
Excitingness. Yes. Okay. So hope you enjoyed the video.
The berries actually seem to grow a lot faster than the...
Then the
Potatoes, yeah.
potatoes. That's interesting. I guess they do in real life though.
Yeah.
More harvestable. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. We'll see you for the next episode, which should be coming out fairly soon. Bye bye.
Goodbye.